Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Let's Play Out of the Park Baseball 19, Episode 16. I'm gonna go with this time. I feel like that's right. And we are kicking it off with a big trade. And what I've done right now is I've actually blurred out, or attempted to block out exactly what player we are trading for, because I would first like to focus on who we are giving up and why I'm choosing to give up those players, because it's certainly a big package. And yeah, so we're here at the trade deadline, and I just feel like we can make a big move here that kind of pushes us over the edge. So Max Fried is pitching amazing this year. He's been, in some ways, our best pitcher this year. He hasn't had the most innings. He's only on pace for 93. He has started 2 games for us, but he's made 33 appearances in sort of a long relief role out of the bullpen. The reason I am trading away Max Fried is that he definitely deserves a spot in a starting rotation somewhere. But we already do have, in addition to Fried, 5 fully capable starters in the forms of Sonny Gray, Jorge Ruiz, Adbert Alzole, Brad Peacock, and Daniel Norris. So I don't want to keep one of those guys out of the rotation. So I think Fried makes sense to trade. His injury proneness is fragile. Steele Walker. It was always going to be sort of a Steele Walker or Eloy Jimenez situation, and I feel like Jimenez has played pretty well this year. He hasn't been insane by any means. He's only got 121 OPS plus, but he's slugging like crazy. He's on pace for 44 home runs. He's not a defensive stud by any means, but there's a lot he can do still. And I would rather keep Jimenez just because he is like a big time prospect in real life for the White Sox. And I think when people watch a White Sox Let's Play this game, they want to see guys like Jimenez and Rutherford and Moncada, and keep those guys around for some time. I've already traded away guys like Michael Kopech and Giolito and Carson Fulmer, so I want to still make this feel like a White Sox team to some extent by keeping around guys like Moncada and Rutherford and Jimenez, and also Gavin Sheets was part of the White Sox organization too. So that's kind of what I'm going for there. And then the third player we're trading away is Dansby Swanson, who is playing quite well this year. He's the type of guy, he's just going to be a solid hitter for you. Play solid defense. Not really a weakness in his game. Not a star, but he's definitely doing his thing. And he still has 3 more years left on his contract after this that are very cheap and team controlled. So it's definitely a big package to be giving up. So I think the question is now, who is this player that we are going to be acquiring at the trade deadline? So let's go ahead and reveal that. Yep. Now, you're probably a little more excited now, aren't you? I know I am. Arenado, his ratings have come down a bit. And he still has that big fat contract. That's not really an issue because we are going to get the Rockies to cover 80%. But yeah, I mean, it's just a really exciting move, and it just adds another star player or another star potential player to the team at a position where we didn't quite have one. So yeah, I mean, he's only 89 OPS plus for this year, but the way I see it, we'll have 3 more years or really it'll be 2 more years of Arenado after this, and that's sort of like our window right now, I feel like. So yeah, we're gonna go for this. This is a trade that's gonna, I think, immediately make the team better, at least for our prospects in the next couple of years. And I really wanted to get a championship, and I feel like Nolan Arenado is a player that can help us win a championship. So we're gonna go ahead and make this trade at the deadline. And then I think I will see you guys at the end of the season. But if something else comes up, I will, sort of hop back in and update you guys on what's going on. But yes, this is our big trade deadline move, and it's certainly a risky one. We're giving up a lot of guys who are young and have plenty of years of team control for 3 years of two years and a fraction of a declining player. But it's Nolan Arenado, and it's hard to turn down an opportunity to trade for Nolan Arenado. So let's do it. All right, this is it, fellas. We have made the playoffs easily. 108 wins. I think that might be the most I've ever won in an out of the park save. It's close. It's really close. I had a Braves save last year where I maybe got close to that. I might have won about 109, 110 on there, but definitely one of my best seasons ever in this game. This team is just pretty fantastic. It's not without its weaknesses for sure. For example, Nolan Arenado, who we traded for, actually did worse with the White Sox than he was doing in Colorado, which surprised me a lot. So hopefully that trade isn't a bust because we did give up a decent amount to get him. But the good news is we also don't have to pay him that much money. Gabriel Maciel was sort of our sacrifice. He looks like I went ahead and put him on 60 DL. He's gonna miss the whole playoffs. Just kind of keep him sort of out of sight, out of mind. Don't want to worry about bringing him back in the World Series or anything like that. So he was pretty great for us. He started a few games for us in right field because Ian Happ got injured, but it was only for a little bit. Ian Happ didn't miss that much time. Hamilton Simmons also missed a few games, so we've kind of kept everything rotating. Sonny Gray also missed a couple starts. We've kept everything rotating because I wanted to make sure these were just like those day-to-day injuries, and I just wanted to make sure they weren't exacerbated into anything greater. And so yeah, there's a lot more sort of rotation than previous years with this team towards the end of the year, and that's what's kept us, I would say, relatively healthy. So let's go ahead and set the playoff roster. Okay, so our playoff roster is set. One interesting thing is that I am going to roll with 3 catchers, which is a bit odd, but it's more going to be like Castro is going to be sort of our bench bat, and Perez is going to be more of our backup catcher himself. So I'm going to have it set up that way. Yeah, okay. That's cool. Yeah, so sorry, there's a windstorm going on. So I'll try to make this quick, but Rutherford leadoff. He was probably the best player on the team all year. Just a monster hitter. We don't have a natural leadoff hitter because everyone on this team hits home runs and they slug too much. So next year we will, though, in the form of Blaze Alexander, I think. So that's good. I'm gonna have Ian Happ bat second against the righties. Moncada hitting third. Awesome year for him. Willie Calhoun, you know what? He did it again. 150 RBIs is insane. Eloy Jimenez, he of 39 home runs this year. He will bat 5th for us. Then it's Gavin Sheets. Really solid year for him. Really amazing rookie year. Played every game. Yeah, can't say anything bad about him. Arenado, I'm going to have batting 7th against the righties. Shea Langeliers, also an amazing rookie year for him. He only played 95 games because he came up partway through, and also he's a catcher, but this guy's going to be a star for many years to come. No doubt about it. So stoked about him. And then Simmons will bat 9th. Pretty solid year for him as well. Against lefties, it's a little different. We have Langeliers batting 2nd because he crushes lefties. And Arenado moves up to 6th. Happ goes down to 8th. He doesn't hit the lefties very well, at least in comparison to how he hits the righties. As far as our other 2 bench players, besides Castro and Perez, there's Engel Vielma, who is our sort of utility infielder, and Matt Dendecker, who has been in AAA for a long time for us on a minor league deal, but now with the Maciel injury, he comes up as our utility outfielder for this, hopefully a World Series run. For the pitching right now, our rotation for the playoffs is going to be Reese, Adbert Alzole, Daniel Norris, Sonny Gray. In the bullpen, we've got Jace Fry and Sandy Alcantara as stoppers. They've been, extremely good for us for the past 2 years now, so they're the guys I trust the most in those big high leverage spots. Brian Clark has still continues to be incredible for us. He had such a brief appearance for us last year, 10 innings, only allowed 1 earned run, and then followed it up this year by pitching amazing again. So, he's really been something for us. Guduan and Peralta after that, both have been solid enough. I think, Guduan's FIP has been a bit wonky this year, but actually he's managed to get himself back into good graces with me. He's spent some time in AAA when he struggled earlier. Spencer Adams, Peacock, and Funkhauser, these guys could, Adams and Peacock especially could fill in as starting pitchers if, if there was some sort of catastrophe. But yes, they're going to be used in sort of long relief roles. And it's important to have guys that can do that in the playoffs, guys who can pitch multiple innings of relief. So yes, let us get this show on the road. We face off against the Cleveland Indians, our division compatriots. They will start with Jake Arrieta on the mound for Game 1. And yes, hopefully we can at least get past them. There's so many times in this game where you just have a massive team with an amazing year, and then you know what, you're out first round of the playoffs. So that's what happened to us last year to some extent. We lost to a Yankees team that was probably better than us, but right now I can say for sure that I think we are the best team in the American League. We're first in runs scored, we're first in runs against, and now it's the playoffs, and basically now it's time to prove that. So without further ado, let's get the playoffs on the road. Okay, we are ready to start Game 1. Just as a small disclaimer for you all, I'm actually going to be recording and playing the in-game portions at 720p, and I've messed with some of the audience detail settings a bit. I think it'll make the gameplay smoother. In the past, it's been just a little bit, there've been like little hitches, and I don't want those, and I prefer to keep things smooth. So in case what you're seeing looks a little bit different right now, trust that it's just something that I've done and you're not going crazy. So so anyways, the Indians lineup, Willie Castro is their second baseman. Francisco Lindor bats second. He's scary. Jose Ramirez, third base. He's scary, and he is slugging 600 for the year. I don't know this guy's name. I've never heard of this guy before. Kai Tom. Wow, he's really something. He's terrifying too. But once you get past those three, you've got Francisco Mejia, who's a big-time prospect for them right now. Connor Capel, Bradley Zimmer. These guys aren't, these guys are good, but they're not terrifying. And then Yu Chang. And is that... What flag is that? Is that North Korea? Oh, it's Taiwan. I'm so sorry, Taiwan. I pride myself on knowing my flags a little bit better than that. Tommy Joseph is your number 9 hitter, and then Jake Arrieta will be your starting pitcher. We've already been over our lineup, but Jorge Ruiz takes the mound in Game 1. So let's do it. Game 1. Now we have runners at the corners with 2 outs for Eloy Jimenez. Fortunately, Jimenez grounds out to the pitcher, and that'll do it for the first. So scoreless so far. So facing off against the DH Chang here. Bases loaded. Whew, here we go. Chang is going to fly out. Will Mejia try to tag on Hap? No, he won't. So 2 outs right now. Can we please get out of this against Tommy Joseph? Oh, and he hits Tommy Joseph. So, okay, 1-0 game. We gotta limit. We gotta limit these runs here. So against the leadoff hitter Willie Castro. Oh no! Oh, it was almost a grand slam, but it's that's gonna. Okay, runners out, but 3-run score on that bases clearing double, I guess is what you'd call that. Is that Arenado going deep? High and to the wall. Yes, it'll get out of here. So Nolan Arenado, who struggled so hard in the regular season, he breaks open the scoring in the playoffs for us in the bottom of the 4th with 2 outs. Oh, that's an error. Capel can't make the catch, and Langoliers will take second. Okay. Well, can we make them regret it with Simmons at the plate? And the answer to that is going to be no, unfortunately. Facing off against Lindor with 2 outs in the 5th, runner on, strikeout. So Ruiz notches number 6, 4-1 as we go into the bottom of the 5th. Oh, it's an error on the pickoff attempt. So Hap will take second with 1 out. Moncada at the plate. He strikes out. So 2 outs, it's up to Willie Calhoun once again. Calhoun sends it down the line, and that looks like it'll hopefully score Hap. Yes, it will. Hap coming home, he's safe. Whew, it was closer than I thought, but single there puts us within 2 runs now, and Arrieta is out of the game, thankfully, so Arrieta been pitching pretty well. Let's see if we can do some damage to this bullpen with Jimenez. Unfortunately, we can't, so that will end the 5th, but still, 4-2. Okay, I've made the swap here, so it is going to be Brad Peacock who comes in the top of the 6th. Tough situation with 2 runners on as he faces Mejia. It's going to be a walk. And also, oh, Peacock's in pain on that one. I didn't even have a guy warming up. So it's Alcantara to face off against Connor Capel. Bases loaded, no outs. Scary spot. Capel is going to hit it high and deep. Thankfully, that looks like it'll stay in the park, but it will score a run. And a little funkiness going on with the... okay, I don't have any comments on that. that didn't make any sense at all, what just happened. But okay, so that was supposedly a throwing error or something. The runner's advanced, the runner tagged up. That's what you need to know. Now it's Arenado's turn. Arenado hits it to the gap. So Arenado, you know, for all his faults in the regular season, been good for us today. Langelier strikes out, so with 2 outs, it'll be Simmons. And Simmons strikes out, so unfortunate there. Rutherford's going to send a single up the middle. Is that going to score Simmons? Yes, it will. Please. Yes. Okay, 1-run ball game, just like that. Now it's Ian Happ on the mound. Cody Allen melting down right now. And he will force the pop-up there, so that'll end the inning, but it's 5-4. If we can get through this inning scoreless, we're going to have a good chance in the bottom of the 9th. Willie Castro hits it, and that looks like it's going to drop in. Yes, it will. So runners on first and second now for Lindor. Ooh, scary. Middle of the lineup coming up. Lindor bunts. And there is a... No, he's safe at third, so the bases are loaded. Oh, no. Oh, God. Against Jose Ramirez and now Tom coming up afterwards, too. This is ugly. This could be really ugly. Jose Ramirez. It's going to be a double play, please. Okay. But still, we get the force out at home. That's pretty big. Bases loaded for Tom now with 1 out. And it's a walk, unfortunately, on full count. Man, 6-4 game right now. Mejia on the 2-2 pitch. Mejia sends a single out. That's going to score one run, so 7-4 now. We just need to get to this inning, and we just can't do it. Connor Capel. Oh, my God. That's the game. That's the fucking ball game right there. Oh, my God. It's caught at the wall. Okay. I thought for sure coming off the bat that's what that was. But it's 8-4. Moncada starts it off with a single. That's how you want to start it off. Taylor Clark comes in now. Willie Calhoun at the plate. Calhoun, is that going to drop in, please? Yes, thank you. Runners on first and second now for Eloy Jimenez. Jimenez now, that looks like it's not going to drop in, unfortunately. It will drop in. Bases loaded. Oh, man. Tying run at the plate in the form of Gavin Sheets here. Gavin Sheets is going to pop up in the infield. That does nothing for me. Nolan Arenado now. Arenado, please. Please, Arenado, be the hero. No, it's going to be a double play to end the game. We had bases loaded, no outs, man. That is a killer first game for us. Here's a quick screenshot of your box score. Yeah, it was, 3 hits for Rutherford, 3 hits for Calhoun. Home run for Arenado was good, but 8 runs for them. We actually had more hits than them, but we just could not get hits with runners on. We stranded way too many. So now we move on to game 2. Willie Castro to lead things off against Adbert Alzole. That's a strikeout, so good start. Oh, it's high and deep. I think Ramirez got a hold of that one, so that's going to be a home run. Oh my, 443 feet with 2 outs. That's the thing about Alzole. That's his only weakness is his 45 movement. He will allow home runs. And Tom now, that's going to be a double down the... Nope, it's going to be a single. Francisco Mejia now, runner on, strikeout there. So 1 run for Cleveland early. Full count. Ian Happ at the plate. Ian Happ sending it high and deep. Go, get out there, ball. Get out there, ball. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, Ian Happ. You know, they hit a 1-run home run. Jesus, sound like a child. They hit a 1-run home run there. We hit a 2-run home run. So we respond. And now it's Moncada with no outs still. Moncada strikes out. Willie Calhoun. Pop up in the infield. Eloy Jimenez. Jimenez now high and deep. Can that ball get out of here, please? Yes, thank you very much, Eloy. That's what I'm talking about. We need home runs. That's how this team's gonna win in the playoffs. We hit a lot of home runs in the regular season. Everyone in the lineup is a threat, except for maybe Simmons. And yeah, so we need dingers. Gavin Sheets now with 2 outs. Gavin Sheets now, that's gonna be to the gap. I don't think it's gonna get out. Oh, well, they're holding up. It will get out. Wow, 3 home runs in the first inning. And that's their back-to-back right there. So great start. A lot of dingers. Now it's Arenado's turn with 2 outs. He already hit a home run in game 1, but he strikes out. So that mercifully ends the first inning. White Sox lead 4-1. Connor Capel, strikeout there. Okay, Bradley Zimmer now. Bradley Zimmer is going to send it to the gap, and that will drop in. It doesn't look like the runner will score, so bases loaded with one out here. This is a big at-bat for Chang. Chang is going to walk right there, so that's going to walk in a run. Now it's Tommy Joseph. Tommy Joseph, a little lazy pop-up. That's going to be caught. Runner will not tag, so now there's 2 outs. Let's get out of this inning, boys. We're facing Willie Castro. Castro strikes out, so there we go. Cleveland were able to load the bases, but they only score 1 run from it. So bottom of the 4th we go. Okay, 2 outs facing Chang. Runner goes. Runner is safe. Okay, so runner on second now. Still facing Chang. Chang is going to ground out to end the 6th. So excellent bit of pitching from Adbert so far. His day may be over, but it's been a solid 6 innings. Okay, so James Hoyt will pitch the bottom of the 6th for the Indians. Simmons has got a piece of this pitch from Drew Steckenrider, and it's going to get out of here, so a very nice insurance run. Andrelton Simmons, not the guy on the team you'd expect to hit the home run, but he's done it. All right, we are on to the top of the 9th. 3-run lead. Can we close this game out? We're going to call on Brian Clark first, as he will face off against Zimmer. Gets the strikeout there, much needed. Now he faces off against Chang. Chang's going to hit a single against him with 1 out. I'm going to bring in Alcantara here. Alcantara now on the mound to face Tommy Joseph. There's the strikeout, and just like that, the Indians are down to their last out. Willie Castro with the weak ground. Oh, but it's muffed. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. And now we have to face Lindor, and you know what? Lindor will hit a homer. So here we go. Strikeout there. So the error doesn't come back to bite us. The series is tied, and we move on to Game 3. We are in Cleveland now, and it's Rutherford to lead off against Kluber. Strikeout Joseph right there. Now Norris facing Connor Capel. Capel is going to hopefully grind it out into a double play. Yes, he does. Scoreless through 2 here in Cleveland. Nolan Arenado sends it high and deep. Will it get out of here? Yes, it will. First hit of the day for the White Sox, and also the first run of the game. 1-0 as Arenado has another home run in this series. Lindor's going to knuckle off this pitch into the opposite field. That's going to be a single for him. So now he's facing Ramirez with 2 outs. and that's a walk. Ooh, okay. Norse have been definitely cruising until now, but now he's got a tricky situation. Tommy Joseph at the plate, Lindor and Ramirez on first and second. And that's going to be a shot down the line. That's going to score 1. Or maybe not. Hard to say. We're having a very fun visual thing. Nope, he was thrown out. That's basically what the game decided. That happens. That happens. I'll take that. So, still 1-0. Gavin Sheets now. Ooh, Gavin Sheets hits it pretty good. I think it's going to stay in the park, though. Yep, just barely. Zimmer just got the shot at the warning track. Okay, we're against Roberto Perez with 2 outs. Bradley Zimmer to steal. He's been thrown out. Excellent job by Langeliers right there. It's part of the reason why we drafted him. He's a very good defensive catcher. And we head to the top of the 6th. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Lindor and Tom are on first and second respectively, and it's the scary Jose Ramirez at the plate. Ramirez is going to ground out to Arenado, and that is going to make a force out at second. To the top of the 7th we go. Still a 1-0 game, a real pitcher's duel. Ooh, but Moncada gets a piece of that one. Yes, Moncada, wow, okay, he'd been struggling this postseason, a lot of strikeouts. But now he has got himself a home run, and Chicago doubles their lead 2-0. You know what, Indians? If you guys trust Kluber in the 8th, I'm going to trust Norris in the 8th, and he's going to face off against Bradley Zimmer here. Gets the strikeout. Excellent. Perez hits it high and deep. It's going to be a double, it looks like. Okay, time to make this substitution. I'm going to bring in the lefty Gudwan to face Tom. Norris himself is a lefty, but he's thrown 105 pitches now. And yes, he's just tired himself. Tom strikes out. Can we get out of this inning? It's Willie Castro at the plate. Oh, yikes. Oh, no. Oh, no. A 2-out, 2-run home run in the bottom of the 8th has tied the game for Cleveland. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that stings so bad. Lindor grounds out, thankfully, there, but we need a run in the top of this 9th inning. Okay, 2 outs, top of the 9th, tied at 2. Moncada at the plate. And that is going to send us to the bottom of the 9th here, so not the situation I wanted to be in. We had a lead, and we lost it. Okay, runner on scoring position now. Can we get this run? Ooh, get down ball, get down ball. Oh, it's caught by Zimmer. That's huge. It's a huge play by him. And now with 2 outs, it's up to Arenado. Arenado strikes out. Oh, man. Okay, bottom of the 10th we go. Oh, it's scary. I don't like being in extra inning games, especially when I'm on the road, because it's just like one swing and it could be over. Ooh, and that is a good swing to start. It's going to be a double for Chang, so... Oh, no. Okay, so here's our situation. Runner on third, no outs, bottom of the 10th. I've brought in Jace Fry to deal with Bradley Zimmer, but even just a sac fly or the right sort of ground out will end the game, unfortunately, right now. So it's going to take a lot to get us out of this inning, so we'll see what happens. Big shift, infield in. We have to come home. Oh, well, nope, never mind. That's the ball game. That's going to do it. Cleveland wins. I don't know why the throw was to first anyways. There was really only one play you could make, and it was at home. So yes, Cleveland walks it off. They come back, and that's a huge loss for us, as the next 2 games will be elimination games. So we move on to Game 4. Okay, it is do or die time right here, boys. Game 4, elimination game for us. We need to win. Sonny Gray will take the mound, and Trevor Bauer will take the mound for the Indians. Willie Castro to lead things off here, and that's pretty much the worst start imaginable. On the 0-2 pitch, the first batter we face, Willie Castro, the leadoff hitter, goes yard. 1-0 for Cleveland. Bauer is just cruising right now. No threats to score so far for the White Sox. We head to the bottom of the third now. Arenado walks. Okay. So what we don't need is a double play right now from Langoliers with 2 runners on. Well, you know what? I'll give him credit. It was not a double play. It sure looked like it was going to be. So runners on the corners, 1 out. And now what we definitely don't need is a double play from Simmons. Well, that's not going to score anyone. God, okay. 2 outs. Blake Rutherford, please get me this run, Blake. Oh, that's not going to drop down. That's not going to drop down. So we head to the bottom of the 5th now. We weren't able to get a run somehow. Bradley Zimmer now to the gap. Ooh, is that going to get out? Yes, it will. Whew. Bradley Zimmer leads off the bottom of the 5th with a full count home run. Runner on with 1 out for Calhoun. And yep, that's gonna be what that is. So many ground balls, way too many ground balls for us. Bottom of the 6th right now. I'm gonna leave Peralta on the mound. He hasn't allowed a run all postseason, but he does walk Tom. Ooh, okay. Let him face Mejia. Ooh, Mejia sends it down the line. Boys. Oh, that's frightening. Okay. I'm gonna bring in. Well, I'm going to visit the mound first, but I'm going to bring in Clark to face the lefty, Connor Capel, in the bottom of the 6th here. 2 runners on. Okay, Capel grounds out. No run scores. Now it's Bradley Zimmer, the lefty. Bradley Zimmer grounds out. No runner scores. Yes, okay. Now it's Chang, the DH, with 2 outs. That is so soul-crushing. That might be the home run that ends our season, boys. We won 108 games, but that might be what ends it. Clark comes in and he forces these 2 amazing ground balls, and that happens. And Bauer is just can't be hit for some reason. Okay, Bauer facing Langoliers with 2 outs. That is going to end the 7th. Bauer and Kluber right now, back to back, just amazing performances for them. I'm going to leave Alcantara on the mound here, at least to face Mejia. Mejia sends a single straight up the middle. Okay, we're going to have to get someone else warming up then. Connor Capel sends it high and deep, and if there was any doubt that we weren't going to get it, there it is. There it is, boys. 7-0 lead for Cleveland in this crucial elimination game. You know what, boys? I mean, it was certainly a very good season, but when it ends like this, it doesn't matter how many games you win. Jimenez at the plate, Allen to try to close things out, and we need 7. It's going to be a line out to 3rd. Now it's Gavin Sheets. Gavin Sheets grounds out to short. All right, let's make this quick. Who's up next? Arenado. Arenado grounds out to the pitcher, and thus ends your 2021. Wow. It's an awful feeling. It's an awful feeling. That walk-off in Game 4 felt like the killer moment right there. And this game was rough too, but Bauer was just unhittable. I mean, we only had 4 hits. We just couldn't get any hits those last 2 games. And amazing performance from Bauer, 7 scoreless, and their bullpen holds. Meanwhile, it really didn't even matter what our pitching did because we couldn't score any runs. So, yeah, it's gonna be a long off season. We're gonna, this team is still very much built to compete next year and the year after that, and in the coming years. So, it's gonna be a long off season. We're gonna have to, work hard to get back to the playoffs. And once we get there, we have to be able to, start winning these playoff series. But yes, it's a depressing note to end the episode on, but that does end our 2021 season. And I will see you guys next episode for the off season. Okay, peace.